Looking for the best bike pump? In this video, we'll break down the top bike pumps available, whilst comparing them for price versus performance. Before we get started with our video detailing the best bike pumps on the market, we have included links in the description for each product mentioned, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting off at number 1, we have the Vibrelli Performance Floor Pump. For about $30, the Vibrelli Performance Floor Pump is a bargain for a quality tool. With a maximum output rating of 160 psi, this pump can inflate just about any bike tires you will ever come across, and it does so rapidly with minimal effort thanks to its efficient and reliable design. Its nozzle can rapidly convert to accept Schrader, Presta, and Dunlop valves. The Vibrelli has an extra long barrel that makes each pump productive, saving you time and effort as compared to shorter options. Its wide nylon footbase and broad ergonomic handle work in tandem to keep the unit stable even during vigorous operation. The highly accurate gauge, which displays air pressure both in pounds per square inch and bar units, makes it easy to know just when you've hit the optimal pressurization for your bike's tires. In case the high quality and low price weren't enough for you, the Vibrelli Performance Floor Pump also comes with an inflation needle for balls, as well as with a pressure repair kit. With more than 3,000 reviews posted on Amazon, the Vibrelli has a 4.5-star average rating. One customer calls it a fantastic pump, with a gauge that is accurate and responds quickly. Pedal Swift calls the Vibrelli a high-performance option at a reasonable price, and notes its all-steel barrel design. Buy the Best 10 says it's affordable and durable, and praises its multi-purpose T-valve. At number 2, we have the EPAuto Portable Air Compressor Pump. When used to inflate bicycle tires, there are 3 issues with the EPAuto Portable Air Compressor Pump that we should deal with at the outset. First, it requires a 12-volt DC power outlet, aka the cigarette lighter port you find in an automobile. Second, it has a maximum pressure output of 100 psi, which is too low for some road bike tires. And third, to inflate a tire with a Presta valve, you will need to purchase a separate adapter. Those drawbacks aside, for most cyclists who also own a car, the electric EPAuto Portable Air Compressor Pump will make inflating bike tires easier than ever. Once the nozzle is screwed in place onto the tire's valve, all you need to do to achieve the exact level of inflation desired is pre-program the target PSI using the plus or minus buttons, then start the unit up. The compressor's LCD screen displays pressure and PSI, bar, or kPa measurements, and the unit features a built-in flashlight for use after dark. The compressor is also more than suitable for use with auto tires. That, after all, is the EPAuto Portable Air Compressor Pump's primary purpose. The compressor scores an admirable 4.4-star average rating. One owner said its gauge is accurate and appreciated that it was relatively quiet for a compressor. Another said that despite its small size, it packs a punch for pumping power. A review from Woodworking Toolkit appreciated the fact that this compact compressor has an auto shutoff feature that shuts down the unit when the desired pressure is achieved that can prevent overinflation. At number 3, we have the Bell Windstorm 400 Floor Pump. At $17, the Bell Windstorm 400 Floor Pump isn't the least expensive option on our list, but it is the most affordable all-around bike pump. This is a bona fide floor pump that can quickly and reliably inflate a tire all the way up to 100 psi. Granted, 100 psi is a bit too low for certain racing bikes, but for most of us, the Bell Windstorm 400 Floor Pump, with its Schrader and Presta valve compatibility, its sturdy base, and its broad handlebar, is more than adequate for our inflation needs. Just know that you probably need to replace it within a year or two if you start cycling daily in the run-up to the Tour de France attempt, as it's not as durable as its pricier counterparts. An owner named Jen was frank in her assessment, saying the pump does what it's supposed to do, inflating tires without issue. A cyclist named Charleston agreed, saying it gets the job done and he had no complaints. A write-up from Top 5 Best notes that this Bell floor pump costs only 50% the price of other bike pumps, yet he calls it effective and easy to use. The piece goes on to caution that it likely won't last more than one season with heavy use though. For our final pick at number 4, we have the Topeak JoeBlow Sport 2 Floor Pump. The Topeak JoeBlow Sport 2 Floor Pump is suitable for use in a bike shop or by a professional cycling team, but at just a bit more than $47 in price, it's hardly too pricey for the amateur rider either. Because this pump should outlast most similar devices by many years, it's a worthwhile investment. The quality of the materials used to build the Topeak JoeBlow Sport 2 Floor Pump set it apart from the competition, but so do a number of clever, intuitive design features. For example, like many pumps, this one has an extra long air hose that makes it easy to access tire valves, no matter their position, and even when the bike is up on a rack. Here though, the hose is connected to the pump via a rotating connection point that prevents tangles and makes positioning the nozzle even easier. The pump's large pressure gauge is easy to read whether you are checking PSI or bar measurements, and the smooth operation of the barrel makes the pump easy to use even as you approach its 160 psi maximum output. The Topeak JoeBlow Sport 2's double-sized twin-head nozzle makes it simple to connect both to Presta and Schrader valves, and you can screw in adapters with ease too. With nearly 1,500 reviews in, this floor pump has a commendable 4.4-star average rating. An owner named Karen said it makes pumping very easy, without the need for a lot of muscle power. A gentleman named Andy called it a very good floor pump, and noted its large base that keeps it stable when pumping air. A reviewer from Outdoor Gear Lab called the Topeak JoeBlow Sport 2 floor pump versatile and durable, noting its easy-to-read gauge and dual-valve nozzle. A write-up from Bike Radar called the pump's inflation rapid and comfortable thanks to the generous-sized T-handle. So that sums up our top bike pumps of 2019. We hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like on the video, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have a great day.